Greetings, my name is Neosekken, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Aoi Shiro. In the last episode, we decided to stand guard last night in order to keep an eye out for the ghost that was apparently harassing some of us in our sleep, in order to try to catch it and maybe do something about it. But while we were doing that, we saw Migiwa sneaking out of the shrine on her own, so we decided to follow her. And, well, we ended up following her to the Oni stepping stones. And we discovered, upon confronting her, that she was apparently waiting there for the Oni that she's chasing to show up. But instead of just one Oni showing up, we had a whole flock of them show up, and, well, apparently, according to Migiwa, the whole flock of them were basically kind of like puppets that were being controlled by a puppet master. Although we weren't able to really determine who that was or where they were. So we had to fend them off, just the two of us, and then that's when we remembered, hey, the people back at the shrine could still be in danger of the ghost. So we rushed back there, urging Migiwa to follow us to offer assistance, and sure enough, we found a ghost that was apparently sucking the life energy or something like that out of, or I forget what it was called. It's basically life energy out of some of our roommates, and it turns out that the ghost is some kind of projection of sorts that Yasumi creates in her sleep, and she was apparently unaware of it. So Migiwa decided to step in upon realizing what it was here and try to put an end to the threat that the projection posed, even though that would most certainly end up killing Yasumi in the process. So we intervened and prevented her from doing that, and managed to get Yasumi to wake up and explain the situation to her. And then after that, we found out that apparently she and this island that were close by, which name I keep forgetting, I think it was Urashima or something. She has some kind of connection to it, and once she elaborated, well, turns out she was a pretty important figure on the island when she was a child. But due to a series of circumstances, she ended up moving away when she was young. And she was apparently told at one point to not come back to the island due to some possible trouble it could end up bringing. But she figured that it would be okay to come to the island here, or rather get close to it, as long as she doesn't go to it directly. Because she wanted to come on our little training camp with us. And, well, unfortunately, it turns out this warning definitely had some weight to it, because, well, this astral projection of hers started popping up around the time that she got here with the rest of us. So we decided then to just make an oath of her and promise that we'll do everything that we can here to keep this projection under control and help her out however we can. Even if that means essentially offering our own life energy to this thing so she doesn't end up hurting any of the others. So, yeah, we did that. We pinky promised, and, well, we ended the night on a good note. And, well, now it's the next day, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and see what the hell's going to come our way next. Good morning, Momoko.
おはようございます。お、姫先輩、今日は顔色いいですね。昨日はぐっすり眠れたみたいです。
Thanks to me.
それに比べてオザ先輩はあんまり顔色良くないですか？
I remained silent and thrust Kumouchi, which I held, at Momoko.
それで、桃子はよく眠れたかしら？面目ないでございます。とりあえず、ゆうべは何もなかったわよ。やっぱり私が寝ぼけていただけなのでしょうかね。
In truth, a lot had happened, but I couldn't say it. Yasumi and I silently looked at each other. After the morning run was finished, we headed to Migiwa's room. Though Migiwa said we should eat separately from now on, if she wasn't going to attack us, I was willing to let bygones be bygones. Also, if she suddenly didn't show up for meals, everyone would get suspicious.
Migiwa?
There was no sign of her in the room.
ちょっと私、もうひとっ走りしてくる。
I would recommend checking the Oni stepping stones. The waves were full, and the stepping stones were sunk beneath them. At places, the tops of the rocks peeked out, but considering the gap between those, they couldn't be called stepping stones. Migiwa wasn't there either. Migiwa headed to Urashima to chase the Oni.
今朝も朝からボリュームあるわね。お刺身、今朝までが限度かなって思ったので。
So that's why today's main dish was a rice bowl, with grated yam and the leftover sashimi from last night's temaki meal. I thought it was a bit heavy to be eating in the morning, but I gulped it down, maybe due to the grated yam, which acted like broth. In addition, the light-flavored clear soup and the fluffy rolled egg omelets were also a nice touch. Nami was munching down the omelets like candy. She only ate that and didn't even touch the rice bowl. Since she was still small, it wasn't good for her body or mind to have an unbalanced diet, so I was going to warn her, but...
Hi, Nami-chan.
She fed Nami the sliced-up omelet, which had a soft, sweet flavor.
Hi, 美味しいですか? Nami-chan は可愛いです。
Like me, the vice captain should be displaying model behavior, but she was in this plight.
まったく。
There was no point in stopping Nami anymore, so I cut up my omelet and moved it all onto Nami's plate. Seeing what I did, Momoko grinned.
何よ。やれやれですよね。
My cheeks warmed and I used the palm of my hand to cool them down. Jeez, what's with this good grief? She didn't have Nami's affliction, so if she had something to say, she should just come out and say it. I think she's trying to communicate.
Hi.
Aoi Shiro continued to feed Nami like how a mother bird feeds a chick in the countryside.
副部長さん、今朝は顔色がよろしいようですな。震度富士が効きましたか。
Looking at Aoi Shiro, who was happily playing with Nami, he said that in a cheerful voice as he smiled.
ゆうべはたくさんいただきました。
Last night, the monk had prepared a temaki. And now, it was a grated yam rice bowl. The ingredients used were almost all local to Unasaka.
とろろも需要があって良いですからな。
Oh. It really was like the practice of using good local meals to maintain a healthy body. The monk gave a big nod since this cleared up one big worry.
ところで天気のことなんじゃがの。
Since a while back, the monk had been keeping his eye on the old-fashioned television which had legs attached to it. The unfamiliar announcer reading the weather report was probably from a local station.
大きな低気圧が近づいており。
というわけなんじゃ。
It seemed the accursed karma that caused bad weather when Kurosama's festival was near was still going strong.
お天気が持ちそうなのは今日いっぱいまでですか。
うちが雨風なんぞにびくともしない立派な寺ならよかったんじゃがの。
Reality was just the opposite, and the first impression the ancient renowned temple gave was a deteriorating building. Though if it were just the morning dew, it'd be fine.
合宿少し繰り上げた方がいいみたいですね。ですけどそういう時こそ人手があった方がいいんじゃないですか。
I agree with
お
Momoko.
嬢さんらが屈強な雲水ならわしも遠慮なくこき使ったじゃろうがの。
Just consider this extra special training then, or something.
なに、節操一人。
The monk's eyes abruptly looked towards Nami, who was eating the fluffy rolled omelet.
ああいや、節操と小さいお嬢さん一人ぐらいならどうとでもなるわい。
That's right. When we returned home, that means we'd have to part from Nami.
ナミちゃん。
どれ、よろしいですかな、お嬢さん方。
We still didn't know Nami's origins and couldn't hide our worry about what lay ahead for her. The monk said in a bright voice,
もし寺の屋根が吹き飛ぶようなことがあったら、近場の檀家に避難するのでな。
He closed one eye and emphasized that we had nothing to worry about.
さすがにこれだけの大人数ですと、田舎の家が広くてもちょっと入りきれんわい。
はい。
In a roundabout way, he made it clear that even if we stayed, it'd cause a lot of trouble.
そういうわけでみんな帰りが早まったって各自連絡しておいて。今日は練習なしで自由時間にするけど、荷物をまとめたりお掃除はしっかりやって。
We're really going home again? Using the excuse that we were cleaning up after the meal, Yasumi and I headed to the kitchen area.
ねえ、ヤスミ、これからどうする？どうするって？この先へ行くか、今までのところに戻るか。
What to do now? The training camp was almost over, and if we just sat passively by, we'd be able to return if everyone to Seiju. Was that okay? Was that the right decision? What should we do?
先輩はどうすればいいと思います？
I think we should risk our necks, put them in danger, and stay. What does Senpai think we should do? We leave this place, or let's go over there.
私は
My grandmother, who died a long time ago, was a person who felt that karma was an important thing. Akiko-san, who is the reason Natsu-ni-san and I came here 8 years ago, felt that mysterious unseen bonds were important. That's why
行ってみるべきだと思う。
From those few days with Yasumi in the past, to meeting her this year at a faraway school, many years later, in a chance encounter, I felt that if it wasn't just extraordinary, but that something important was contained within. And there was also the karma of having Unasaka being chosen as a location for the training camp. Oh wait, that
次の艦長
Maybe I
は夕方ですね。
I think I got the island names mixed up at the beginning. The next low tide will be at dusk.
向こうに着く頃にはもう暗くなってるかもね。はい。
Yasumi and I would cross over to the island at dusk. Since someone might object if we told them about it, we decided that the two of us would secretly sneak out.
みんなに迷惑かけちゃうわね。はい。
I wonder what people would think about me abandoning my role as captain and running off to attend to a personal matter. But still,
私は それでも行ってみるべきだと思う。はい。
As Yasumi looked me straight in the eye, I nodded. It'd be okay. So the morning passed, and soon it was time for lunch. Even if you didn't do anything, time, which was absolute, would still tick on by. As for humans, even if we didn't do anything special, we'd get hungry just by existing. So, today's lunch was a Chinese-style meal. What are you having? It was mabo tofu and mabo eggplant, which could be made for a large amount of people all at once, using a big pot and fire. The soup accompanying the dish contained dried shrimp and bok choy, which really gave a Chinese feel to the meal. In front of such a menu, there seemed to be one unsatisfied person, though. Momoko. Of course.
Hi?
It was Momoko, who'd been established within the team as saying what she liked, and it can't be helped since it's Momoko. Because of that, I didn't pay much attention and started eating. Since it was Momoko, she'd say something like, "There's only minced meat in the mabo tofu," or "There's too few dried shrimp."
なんかオサ先輩のやたら大盛りじゃないですか。
If I give you some of my share, will you just eat it in silence? That wasn't what she said.
そんなことないよ。いいえ、そんなことありますね。はいはいはい。
I saw Momoko was going on and on about her dissatisfaction with the portions.
まだおかわりはあるんだからがっつかない。私が言ってるのはザワッチの愛の問題であって、麻婆豆腐の量なんていうケチな問題じゃないのです。あ、そう。
Feeling jealous, are we? Though I knew it wasn't good that Yasumi favored me, it made me a little happy. I'm going to assume, Nami, that you object to Yasumi's favoritism towards me?
あ、ナミちゃん辛かった？
Or maybe you just had something too spicy. The main point was that Yasumi didn't seem to be listening. It was a time when the waves would start to recede. It's as if the setting sun in the west also dragged the waves with it as they receded. We didn't take any large luggage, and hand in hand, it looked like Yasumi and I were just going for a walk. Acting like we were lovers meeting to elope, we avoided other people's gazes as we head towards the forbidden place. Before us was an ocean bathed in gold. The waves were still in the middle of receding, but the road was already starting to appear beneath the waves. That forlorn road led to Urashima, the place where Yasumi was born. No way, I think I did get the names right after all. The waves were only at 80%, but near the shallow shore, black rocks glittered in the setting sun, starting to make a path.
最後にもう一回だけ確認するけど。翔子先輩の方こそいいんですか？半分以上進んだらもう戻れないと思いますよ。いいのよ。
This would be the first step. The gap between the rocks wasn't as wide as the ocean, and even the stride of a person could cross over them. I proceeded first. Turning around, I reached out my hand to Yasumi, who was still on Unasaka.
足元気をつけて。ジャージで来ればよかったです。確かにね。
As Yasumi jumped across the stepping stones, her skirt fluttered. Along with the wind, it was soon wrapped around her,
でもそれだと桃子に見とがめられるわね。はい。
Since Momoko was a person that cared about Yasumi, she definitely would have noticed that Yasumi had changed clothing. If she realized that we were just going to run off on our own, Momoko would surely be angry and have both Yasumi and me return. The sun was already on its way down, and because of the wind and spray, I didn't feel much warmth. I was worried about Yasumi's stamina, but if we were going to rest, we'd have to make it to the other side first. I wonder how long it's been since the two of us departed from Unasaka. The sun was sunk deep into the horizon, and the golden ocean was bathed in crimson, as if the Hino Kusuri had been poured on it. The receding waves had reached their lowest point. From here on out, the sky would get darker, and the moonlight would increase as the waves would slowly rise again.
Mo, ここまで来たら戻れないわね。はい。
We had already passed the time and place where we could have turned back.
正真正銘、一連卓勝ってこと。
I felt that Yasumi, Nakata Yasumi, hadn't revealed the whole story yet. She might not know about the curse of the Oni King, but she still knew more information that might help resolve her body's condition. We'd only had a chance to talk about this today, and we had moved forward without thinking, but I wanted information about what we should do once we arrived at Urashima.
ネカタの家が代々九郎流なんて憲法を継いでいるのはですね、牛の首を切るためなんです。牛の？それって生贄？生贄といえば生贄ですけど、九郎様に捧げる生贄というよりは神楽と一緒で神話の再現をしているわけです。島の人の汚れを移した牛の首を切って海に流すことで、また一年きれいな体で過ごせると。
So Yasumi was saying it was like Nagashibina, a festival where dolls are floated down a river out to sea.
他に話せることは？私のお姉ちゃんのことなんですけど、私は死んじゃったって聞かされただけで、実際にお姉ちゃんの遺体とか見てないんです。
Never saw the body, huh? I guess it might be possible then that she is alive. So she wasn't dead, but her whereabouts were unknown. Urashima Taru, who was spirited away, was said to have returned 300 or 700 years later. Yasumi's older sister who had disappeared. I didn't know if it was related to the current situation or not, but using that as a premise, Yasumi continued.
ちょうどその前後のことだったと思います。肌も髪も白い、眼帯をしたよその人がお父さんに会いに来てたって。眼帯？医療用のやつじゃなくて、銀色のつば眼帯みたいな時代錯誤な変な眼帯だって。それでうちの家に妻子を伝えたのがですね、赤眼白髪の陰陽師だったって。赤眼白髪の陰陽師。
White-haired, one-eyed, huh? I wonder if it's that Oni girl. Over 100 years had passed since those religious rites were passed to the Nakata. There might be some sort of connection.
Urashima 側の鬼の踏み石。
These don't look like natural formations. The stepping stones on the side of Urashima. Like I'd heard, the stepping stones were fantastically shaped, jostling each other. This only increased as we neared Urashima. They were like the pillars of an ancient sanctuary or a grave marker. Standing upright, this marvel greeted Yasumi and me.
ここも禁足地なのよね。はい、島の人は絶対に立ち寄りません。私もここにはほとんど。
Or it's because it brought up a bad memory, or it was hard to explain. Under the shadow of the black rocks, Yasumi looked down.
いるとしたら、よそから来た私たちみたいな罰当たり者だけか。はい。
And it was not Yasumi, but me, who should have memories of this place. 8 years ago, at a time when the boats didn't cross, if I'd come to the island, I'd had to have gone across the stepping stones. A memory of 8 years ago. The rocks dyed red by the crimson sun shone in my eyes. Red. The red noise got in the way of the image in my head. The pain accompanied by recalling that scene hampered me.
休み？疲れた？まだ大丈夫で。ごめんなさい。先輩には正直に言わないと迷惑かけちゃうかもしれませんね。
Yeah, I think you'd be right.
ここでもいいし、風がない場所なら洞窟の中とか適当に入って休む？休むんでしたらもっといい場所を知ってます。九郎様の禁足地が広いのはこの森を守るためなんだって聞いたことがあります。
Well, well, well. This place looks awfully familiar.
禁足地とかじゃなかったらあっという間に観光名所ね。この森で取れるもので薬を作っているんだってお父さんから聞きました。火の薬？かもしれません。名前は教えてもらってないんですけど。
There did seem to be a crimson-colored medicine that's been passed down through the generations.
実はお姉ちゃんと入れ替わって一回だけ飲んだことがあるんですけど。
How inconsiderate.
その後熱を出して倒れちゃったんですよね。
Karma.
それ薬なの？お姉ちゃんは小さい頃からずっと飲んでたからすごく濃い薬になってたらしいんです。
A high enough concentration of medicine would make it into a poison.
そういえば和尚が火の薬は2を使った劇薬かもしれないって言ってたけど、でもこの森で取れる材料ならやっぱり床先の椿なのかしら。
If that tree sealed a Matamu, then poison might be running through its flowers. For example, if Matamu were a Oshiu Oni, then Yasumi, who was poisoned by it, might become something like a Nuriona. I must be thinking too much. I don't know. I think you might be thinking just enough. Definitely is something to consider. But still, what happens to a human that drinks the Hinokasuri?
先輩、こっちです。あ、翔子ちゃん、こっち。
My sunken memory fluttered and floated up. Though the details were still vague, the faded memory had lost its color, though. But even then, the color of the Tsubaki were clearly shown. I remembered something.
ねえ、休み。昔、こうして一緒にこの森を歩いたわよね。あなたが私の手を引いてくれて。
Yes, and then...
この先にある祠に連れて行ってくれて。え？翔子先輩？
I took Yasumi's hand and walked forward, causing Yasumi's eyes to widen as she wondered what I was doing.
そう、こっち。
I pulled on the hand I was holding and head towards a place that was up ahead.
やっぱりあった。
Deep within the forest of Tsubaki, where the salty wind had lessened, there was a stone room that resembled a burial mound. In the past, the girl led me here, to what was called the Tsubaki Shrine. And within this place,
こんなところに。ところで先輩、なんだか森の雰囲気が変じゃないですか？息苦しいっていうか、窮屈な感じがするっていうか、なんだかここ怖いです。確かに。
Whether the air in the forest had a different air pressure, or the density was different, there was a strange feeling of oppression. If I had to wager a guess, I'd say that's probably because maybe a powerful Oni might be nearby or something.
マタムの封印。
Yeah, Matamu's seal. There's a good example.
例えば、長い年月のせいでマタムが力を蓄えて、それで封印がきしんでいるとか、単に力ある木がこれだけ集まっているから息苦しい感じがするとか。
She didn't deny or confirm that. Of course, I myself didn't know either.
とりあえず祠の中へ入りましょう。
Within the shrine was a large megalith with an indentation. It resembled the Sakafune Ishi in Nara. I have no idea what that is. This looks like a humanoid-shaped indentation, maybe? Yasumi sat down to rest on the rock, which also resembled a stone bed. Whether it was a coincidence or constructed on or purpose, the indentation looked like the shape of a person.
さて。
We'd come to Urashima to look around, but what should we do now?
やっぱり休みの体のことは根方さんが一番知ってるんだろうけど、さすがに正面から門を叩いて娘さんがカクカクしかじかってわけにはいかないわよね。そうですよね。ですね、私が本を好きになった遠因だと思うんですけどね。お父さんに古い本を見せられたことがあるんです。古い本？私にはクロー流を継ぐのは無理かもしれないけど、勉強して難しい本を読めるようになったら根方の才家は継げるかもって。そう言って家に代々伝わる古文書、和とじのすごく古い本を見せてもらったことがあるんです。お姉ちゃんが飲んでいた火の薬の作り方もそれに書いてあるんだって。それで私頑張っていっぱい本を読むようになったんです。いつの間にか本を読む面白さの方にハマってしまって。なるほどね。葵先生が休みにはあんまり教えることがないって他の教師に嘆くわけだ。じゃあもしかしたらその古文書になら。はい。
There might be some method of dealing with Yasumi's condition. Even if such a method wasn't written down, if Hinokasuri really were a miraculous medicine that could cure any illness. If Yasumi had enough stamina, then she might not need to drain spiritual energy from other people.
できればお父さんがいない時にこっそり入ってこっそり持ち出したいです。私が様子見てこようか。え？休みが捕まるとまずいでしょ？ちょっと待ってください。
Yeah, but I'm sure it wouldn't. yeah, it would be bad, but I mean, it would also be bad if you got caught too, because you're technically an intruder. Flustered, Yasumi stopped me, who was about to leave. She took out a handkerchief, spread it on the rocks, and folded it into quarters. I think a better sentence you could have used would have been, Yasumi stopped me from leaving.
ハンカチだとやっぱり折りづらいな。何をしようとしてるわけ？式紙を作って様子を見てきてもらおうかと。式紙って？
I thought of the Moryu, a type of kappa that Miguel rebuffed last night. Those familiars of a temporary body turned into black dust and fog, something like smoke, after being defeated.
折り紙で鶴を折ってそれに息を吹きかけるとですね、生きてるみたいに飛ぶんです。それでその鶴にカメラがついてるみたいに鶴の行ったところにあるものを見聞きできるんだとか。
Convenient.
っていうか、休みってそういうことできたの？できません。
She gave a shy and abashed smile.
でも幽体離脱って言うんですか？あんなことだって今までできなかったんですよ。
Okay, so how would you retain anything that the spirit sees though? You don't even I mean all the way up until now, you could only vaguely remember things that happened every night when your spirit left your body, and remember them in a kind of dreamlike manner. I don't know. This, I mean, unless you got something that could enhance your recollection while your spirit is out of your body, this doesn't seem like a very reliable method to use.
いや、あれもあなた無意識にしてることだから。今ならなんとか自分の意思で幽体離脱とかできると思うんです。先生は脱婚って言ってたわね。あ、私が幽体離脱すればこの場にいながらにして様子を見てきたりできますね。できなかった逆上がりとか一度できるようになっちゃうと簡単だって言うじゃないですか。できるの？逆上がりはともかく自転車は補助輪なしで。いや、それは普段のランニングで知ってるけど。
Yasumi, who had less stamina than normal people, used a bicycle to accompany us during running practice.
とにかくできると思います。前に雑誌とかの特集で幽体離脱のやり方とか読んだような気がしますし。どんな雑誌よ。
I'd heard of people who just read random things, but this wasn't about a cooking sundry or health magazine. Maybe normal magazines also had articles about such things in a special summer edition, talking about ghost stories. I don't really read magazines, so I didn't know.
最初は横になってリラックスして。じゃあ、ちょっと失礼します。
Yasumi lay down on the pedestal, which just happened to be shaped like a bed. The indentation on the top of the pedestal was perfect for restraining a person. I came here with Yasumi, and then...
翔子先輩、見てください。
At Yasumi's voice, I turned around. However, though I heard her voice, I didn't see her.
休み？あれ？見えませんか？ちょっと待ってください。
Oh, that was fast.
先輩も見ようと思って見てください。休み、脱婚できたんだ。はい、この通り。
The consciousness of the spirit, not bound to a physical form, might reside in the head, though as usual, it really was like a ghost.
服は？ 休み、どうして服を着てないの？
I think a better question you could ask yourself, Shoko, is why would a spirit need to wear clothes?
服は私の魂じゃないですから、しょうがないじゃないですか。幽霊になりたてなんですから。休みが気にしないなら別にいいんだけど。そう言われるとなんだか恥ずかしくなってきました。
Her face turned red, and whether it's because she wanted to disappear or not, her body gradually faded.
行ってきます。
At the very end, she snuffed out and vanished.
休み？ねえ、休み。
Yasumi wasn't in her body. This is the first time that I'd seriously looked at her from such a short distance away. Ring, ring.
もしもし。
こら、幼いさん、一体どこにいるんですか？
Jupiter! As soon as I answered the phone, I was scolded.
その浦島に。
ちょっと金属地って話したじゃない。
You might have mentioned that at one point, yeah?
もう幼いさんも相沢さんもちゃんとした真面目な子だと思ってたのに、これだから最近の若い子は。
But we are serious. Serious about coming here to take care of personal business.
ちょっと待って、鈴木さんと相談するから。
ああ、かけ直してくれればいいのに。
It seems they were having a discussion on the other side of the phone, so I had to wait a while.
鈴木さんが根方さんに連絡を取ってくれるそうだから、今日はそこにお世話になりなさい。
That was a little... Well, I guess that worked out for us. Kinda. Since Sensei and the monk didn't know that Yasumi was Nakata-san's daughter, it turned out like this. But how many years had passed since Yasumi and her mother had left the Nakata house? It's said that during their growth period, children can look completely different after several years. This was especially true of girls, who could give an entirely different impression by changing their hairstyle or clothes. Use discretion or nothing ventured. Nothing ventured. Why not?
虎穴にいらずんば孤児を得ず。
With the monk's introduction, we could enter the stately Nakata mansion from the front door. If we went to the Nakata mansion, and Nakata-san affirmed we did, then if something happened, he couldn't pretend he didn't see us.
じゃあ、お願いできますか？今は島の中にある祠、洞窟で休んでるんですけど。
After waiting a while after the call ended, I felt since we were going anyways that we should go sooner than later. Since Yasumi was scouting out the mansion, if I head there we might meet on the way. While thinking that, I reached down to touch Yasumi, who was lying on the pedestal to carry her. At that moment... Perfect timing. Yasumi's eyelids fluttered a little.
休み？戻ってきたの？はい、先輩、ただいま。どうだった？お父さん、まだ家にいましたね。あんまり近づくと気配でバレちゃうかもしれないんで、家の中とか見られなかったんですけど、役に立たなくてすみません。翔子先輩の方は何かありました？先生から電話があった。家にいたって言うんなら、和尚からの連絡もそろそろ受けてる頃よね。休み？今から根方の家に乗り込むわよ。そんな、ちょっと心の準備が。
not. Let's rest a bit. Jeez, there's no helping it. We wouldn't get much out of having her flustered. Just having your spirit leave your body would cause you to spend a lot of power. For me, too, if I were going into the proverbial tiger's den, then I'd want to be in perfect condition.
とりあえず少し休みなさい。大丈夫です。家に行ったら火の薬があるからそれまでの我慢ですし。休みましょう。私もちょっと疲れてるの。あ、先輩、ごめんなさい。ごめんください。もしもし、ごめんください。
どなたかね?
A stiff voice answered us. White robes and white hakama pants floated up through the darkness. The lamps lighting the road and the moonlight couldn't light up the wrinkles on the face entering old age and made them look deeper. He had few smile lines around his eyes, and the wrinkles connecting the edges of his mouth and eyebrows stood out. You're scary. He wasn't very tall, even though the white robes I could tell that he had trained his body to its limit. The impression was that of tempered steel, which was continuously forged until all impurities had been hammered out. I barely managed to stifle a startled gasp.
ああ、君たちが昇進寺の鈴木さんが言っていた。
He didn't even try to smile politely, but said that in a melancholic voice. Since it was said in a calm, low, but not rough tone, the intimidating air created by his appearance lightened up a bit, though. It was only a tiny bit. He looked more like a warrior than a Shinto priest. No. Perhaps that stern manner, which caused people to keep their distance, was fitting for a priest that worships God.
成城女学院の幼いと相沢です。よろしくお願いします。
The monk might have already mentioned Yasumi's first name, but just in case, I only gave our last names. In addition, I tried to be the one speaking.
この時期に踏み石を渡ろうなどとは随分とまた無茶をする。まだ荒れてはいないようだが、それでも海に落ちたら命を失うかもしれない。君たちはまだ若い。そう命を粗末にすることはあるまい。
はい。何ですか？
ああ、失礼。何でもない。君たちのような外から来る若い人間が珍しかったものでね。何しろ観光客も寄りつかない何もない田舎の島だ。
やっぱり大変ですか？
何らかの形で祭りは残るだろうが、根方の神事は私の代で耐えるかもしれないな。
After that, Munetsugu-san had to leave the house for a while to do preparations for the ritual. We knowingly entered a stranger's house. That wasn't it. This was Yasumi's house, and the placement of things hadn't changed much since she lived here.
懐かしいな。お父さんの書斎はこっちです。多分この部屋のどこかにあると思うんですけど。
The old documents were in bound volumes, but scrolls. New items were in a dresser, and the collection of books took up all the walls. And what we were looking for was... was probably something that was written with a fountain pen. Because of some comparatively recent notes, I could barely read it, but the old writing on the pages was impossible for me. It wasn't a problem with the situation with Yasumi, but a problem with the style of writing.
休み、読めるの？一応、なんとか。
After giving a strange smile, Yasumi furrowed her brow and concentrated on reading the ascetic text. The only thing I could do was stay quiet and not get in her way.
そんな、嘘です。
What? What's up?
休み？ちょっと待ってください。ちゃんと読みますから、間違いかもしれませんから。
Shutting the bound volume, Yasumi gave a big sigh. It was a longer and heavier sigh than what she would give by just reading something she was unfamiliar with.
信じたくないようなことばかり書いてありました。
And then, Yasumi opened her mouth and began speaking about those grave matters.
鬼退治の昔話よりずっと昔。だけど安姫様が来る前に、一人の陰陽師が最悪の続く島に来たんです。先輩、九郎様のお祭りでは牛を生贄に捧げますけど、最初に取れたものは全て神様のもの。ということで、陰陽師の指示で。
So at the start, any conceivable thing could be offered to Kuro-sama.
それは人間も例外じゃなかったそうです。人って瞳悟空？はい。それって大昔の話よね。一応そうなんでしょうか。マタムのような化け物が出たのは九郎様の祭り方が正しくなかったせいって。
If the calamity had appeared in front of them, and then they saw it evaded, the people of the island would have had no choice. People weren't exempt, and one's own children weren't exempt either.
安姫様が島に来てマタムを封じてから、安姫様がより正しい儀式を根方に伝えて、そしてその風習がなくなったそうです。
Only the name and the ceremony of a sacred play where an ox was sacrificed to a god remained.
表向きの話ですけど。
In the end, a secret ritual like that could only have such an outward appearance.
結論から言います。火の薬は床先の椿を使って作るものではありませんでした。
It is made from sacrifices, right?
けれど、製法を知ったからといって、うち以外で作れるものではありませんでした。
The secret of the miraculous medicine that was passed to Nakata was...
血には力が宿っている。私も先輩の血のおかげで、昨日からいろいろあったにもかかわらず、なんとか倒れないで動いてますけど、血の力にも強い弱いがあるそうです。特別に濃く強い血がニエの血と呼ばれていたんだそうですけど、火の薬の正体は安姫様自身の血。
Okay, not a sacrifice, but I mean, hey, it did come from something that's inside you, so...
根方の家は昔からずっと安姫様を封じて、その生き血を絞り取ってきたんです。
What a unfortunate existence Yasuhime-sama must have.
人魚の肉を食べた安姫様が不老不死になったみたいに、安姫様の血を飲んだ人には強い力が宿るんだそうです。ただ、普通の人には強すぎて毒になるから、薬として使うときには成分の一部としてごく薄くして使うそうなんです。
So basically, this medicine is very diluted human blood. The head of the Nakata thought of this after seeing Yasuhime-sama going around healing the sick people of the island. His thinking was that if the sacrifice had strong power, it could take the place of countless other weak sacrifices.
マタムを封じた安姫様は、その封じが長く永遠に続くように封じの要である椿の木に自分の力を分け与えたんだそうです。たくさんの力を使った安姫様はしばらくこの島で休むことにしたんですけど。
This was an unexpected opportunity for Nikata-san, who couldn't think of a way to capture Yasuhime-sama. And so Yasuhime-san vanished, and the people of the island believed it was thanks to her that the sacrifices stopped.
だからネカタのご先祖様は
Well, in the matter of
全て
speaking,
を
they were
自分
right.
たちだけで片付けることにしたんです。つまりニエとなるのはネカタの長子。子供のうちの誰を生贄にするかなんてことは決められないから、それまでの決まり通り最初の子供を生贄にするって。
Firstborns have it rough on this island, it seems.
だからきっとお姉ちゃんは。
Her words were a trowel which uncovered a layer of my memory. That wasn't it. The one that was cut down shouldn't have been Yasumi's Oni-san, but me. Because I knew this. Because I knew the fear of watching the blade of Nikata Munetsugu coming down on me. And if that blade, my head... Well... After learning about the blood-soaked past of the Nikata, Yasumi and I felt stifled and left the mansion, going down to the garden. How many times had Yasumi and I sighed? No matter how many times we sighed, the heavy, oppressed feeling in our chests wouldn't leave.
まさか私の家がこんなことをしていた家系だったなんて。
Yasumi, who had an active imagination, might be thinking that continuing to suck blood might really turn her into an Oni. The black shadow of the mansion in the middle of the darkness wrapped around Yasumi. Nikata Yasumi. The kendo manager that I knew was kind and gave abashed smiles. I couldn't let Aizawa Yasumi stay here a second longer. This wasn't about the condition of Yasumi's body anymore. Even if the Hinokusuri could heal Yasumi's weakness, since she knew how it was made, I don't think she'd want to drink it. We thought we would be able to figure out something if we came to Urashima, but it might have been better if we didn't come. Comparing the ritual here with Yasumi's draining of spiritual energy, hers looked cute in comparison. At least in Yasumi's case, if I stayed by her side, then we wouldn't have to trouble anyone else. Even if we stayed on Urashima any longer.
そろそろ帰ろうか。
それは困る。
Oh boy.
相沢康美。いや、私の娘、根方康美よ。
He recognizes you. Nikata-san, who should have still been gone for a while, passed by the gate and crossed into the courtyard. And he called Yasumi his daughter.
私が気づいていないと思ったか。これでも血を分けた父親なのだぞ。
Yeah, in the back of my mind, I was honestly wondering if he truly didn't recognize her at all. I guess that definitely explains that reaction he had earlier.
お父さん。
君たちは、いや、休み、この島に戻ってきたのは。
As if Nikata-san realized something strange. For a second, his expression distorted.
お母さんはどうした？
今年の冬、節分の後に 交通事故で。
そうか。お前たちが口を紡ぎ姿を隠したままでいたなら、私は探し出したりはしなかっただろう。今までのようにこれからもずっと。
If Yasumi's mother hadn't died, she wouldn't have come to this island and might have been living on peacefully. But her mother passed away, and Yasumi returned. Not just to Unasaka, but even crossing the Oni stepping stones and going past the gate of the Nakata mansion.
休み、詳細で一体何を見ていた？
He'd seen the light on in the study. Neither Yasumi nor me could answer. But Nakata-san could guess just by looking at our expressions.
そうか。根方代々の罪、過去と今を知ってしまったか。
この本に書いてあることは本当のことなんですか？お父さんは本当に誰かを切って九郎様の生贄にしたりしたんですか？
ああ、切ったことがある。
Was it Shioko's mother by chance? Is that how she really died when she and Shioko visited this place 8 years ago?
お姉ちゃんがいなくなったのは。
無関係ではない。
Did Nakata-san really kill his own child, the oldest daughter and Yasumi's sister, as a sacrifice to Kurosama? Then was the memory made of bubbles that floated up from deep within just my imagination? Was that just a bubble-filled hallucination?
それよりもだ、休み。お前はなんと間が悪い時に、そしてなんと間が良い時に私の前に現れたのだ。こうも特例が重なり、あからさまな強調が出ている以上、よもや一代に一人限りのニエなどと悠長なことが言ってはいられまい。早急に新たなニエを九郎様に捧げ、真の儀式を執り行う必要がある。
I think we should probably run. His sharp, straightforward gaze captured Yasumi. Was Nakata-san saying that following his eldest daughter, he was now going to offer his second daughter to the Nakata Sea God?
この子は根方休みじゃない、相沢休みだ。私と一緒に向こうに戻ってみんなと一緒に正常に帰る剣道部マネージャーの相沢休みだ。
私が九郎流の宗家だと知って剣を向けるのかね。
My eyes gave my answer as I stayed silent and held Kumuuchi in a fighting stance.
儀式には島の、いや、災いが島から溢れたならうなさかの、うなさかから溢れたなら近隣一帯の全てがかかっているのだ。
That's why he was going to lay a hand on his daughter and why he killed a person before.
私がこの手で捧げたニエは正しい資格のニエではなかった。だからおそらくそのニエの持つ力が足りなかったのだろう。
What an awfully, cruel thing to say about your eldest
彼
daughter.
女は火の薬に耐える体を持っていたが、幼少より摂取してきたわけではなかった。幼い翔子さんと言ったね。
だとしたら何ですか？
その構えを見て思い至った。君の名字に覚えはないが、君の名前の方にはある。私は成美翔子だとばかり思っていたのだがね。
姉妹のような親戚ですから。
似ているな。構え方だけでなく、目の底の光まで。そうして誰かを背中にかばっているというところまで。 あの日の繰り返しのようだ。
あなたと。
I should have known this. I should have known this. It was within the ocean of my memory, deep in an abyss where the light didn't reach. At that time, in front of my eyes, Natsuni-san was...
私がこうしている以上、その時の結果もおのずと知れたものだろう。
You did kill her, didn't you?
剣を手に敵に対した時、ましてや真剣を握った相手を前にした時に、別のことを考えるものではない。今度こそ九郎様の身元に行くがいい。
Ah, like I thought. It hadn't been Yasumi's older sister. Whirlpool-like textures appeared in front of me. The tall ceiling gave off faint, phosphorescent light among an assortment of sturdy stones engraved with whirlpool marks. I felt that this resembled the stone bed that was within the Tsubaki shrine.
ここは
My voice resounded, which caught my attention. This place didn't just have a tall ceiling. It was most likely very large, too.
目が覚めたかね、幼いさん。
The place I was sleeping on was the tallest location within the room. The mysterious place, which was punctuated with waterways,
こ
was...
こは隠された祭殿。根方が代々ニエを捧げてきた場所だ。
Not where an ox was killed. This is where the eldest Nakata, made to drink the Hinokusuri to gather power, was sacrificed.
代々の根方の当主以外、入ることがあるのは一度きりの場所。
The sacrifices who entered here would never see the light of day again. Now, if I have anything to say about it...
二度もここに入ったのは君だけだろう。
But 8 years ago, I was... There was a sense of deja vu of being cut down by Nakata-san. Why was I still alive and going to be offered up as a sacrifice a second time?
幼いさん、君には今から安姫様の血を飲んでもらう。
I refuse? Nami? So I was... right? You did it? You do have a connection with... You did have connection with this figure from that story? The young girl, someone I knew, who stepped forward at Nakata-san's statement, was dressed in pure white.
ナミ
Why was Nami, who was supposed to be in Shoshinji, here?
別人か本人か。根方に儀式を伝えたという陰陽師が連れてきてくれたのだよ。
A white-haired, one-eyed Ominyoji. It's probably the person wearing a silver eye patch that appeared around the time Yasumi's sister vanished to talk with Nakata-san. And that person was not currently here. Once again, it's gotta be that girl. But in his place was someone who he taught.
先輩翔子先輩いやーお父さん生贄にするなら私にして私長女じゃないけど生贄にするのは根方の長女なんでしょ
君はすでに相沢休みではなかったか。
His voice indicated that they had no connection to each other anymore, as Nakata-san denied Yasumi's request.
そんなごめんなさいお母さんと島を出たことは謝りますからだから翔子先輩を助けてください
But even then, Yasumi screamed in a loud voice. However, Nakata-san pretended not to hear. Treating Nakata Yasumi as if she didn't exist, he looked down on me with hard, cold eyes.
よかった
If I'm going to be this generation's sacrifice, then Yasumi doesn't have to be killed. And then I was made to drink Inami's, Yasuhime-sama's blood, in order to receive the qualification to become a proper sacrifice.
では覚悟したまえ。幼い証拠。
No, I don't think I'm ever going to be prepared. I very much have a lot of stuff I'd like to continue living for. I was going to become a sacrifice to Kuro-sama, the sea god of the Nakata.
死んだ後のことは保証できかねるが、抵抗しなければ死ぬのに苦痛は一切ない。
Piling up. Deja vu piled up. It piled up with the bubbles from 8 years ago. Only the conclusion wasn't the same. I didn't have the good luck to be saved. There was no one left to bring Yasumi off this island. But... Oh shit. But this way, I might have been able to protect Yasumi. Well, here I was honestly expecting some kind of Deus Ex Machina to show up and save my ass, but I guess I'm not so lucky.
セーブ終わった。青い城。
I guess maybe I should try using discretion next time.
ロードするファイルを選んで。進行上、カーソルを合わせると章台が表示されるわよ。
A wise man keeps clear of danger. We should avoid any possibility of danger if we could.
大丈夫です。すごくいい洞窟にいるんで、台風が来ても大丈夫です。でも
ね、やっぱりちゃんとした屋根があるところじゃないと不安じゃない。
The roof is made of stones. We will be okay.
いいんです。だいたい私と休みは禁足地に入っちゃいましたし、ネカタさんとは顔を合わせたくないんですよ。
気持ちはわかるけど、謝らないと。
If I go apologize to him, I will be chopped up. I somehow managed to convince Sensei and stop them from contacting Nakata-san.
休み戻ってきたの？はい、先輩、ただいま。どうだった？お父さん、まだ家にいましたね。あんまり近づくと気配でバレちゃうかもしれないんで、家の中とか見られなかったんですけど。
According to Yasumi, he always had an errand to run the day before the festival, so he'd be out of the house at night. Yasumi and I estimated when Nakata-san would be absent from his house, and left the Tsubaki shrine behind. The hanging lanterns in front of the gate were lit, but the lights were off within the mansion. In order to make preparations for the divine ritual, the Kata-san had left the house. So it's something like while the cat's away. In order to find the Hinokusuri, Yasumi and I entered the mansion. We knowingly entered a stranger's house. That wasn't it. I wonder, can I skip some of this? Okay, so that all just is exactly the same. After learning about the blood-soaked past of the Nikata, Yasumi and I felt stifled and left the mansion, going to the garden. How many times had Yasumi and I sighed? No matter how many times we sighed, the heavy, oppressed feeling in our chests wouldn't leave.
まさか私の家がこんなことをしていた家系だったなんて。
Yasumi, who had an active imagination, might be thinking that continuing to suck blood might really turn her into an Oni. The black shadow of the mansion in the middle of the darkness wrapped around Yasumi. The Kata Yasumi. The kendo manager that I knew was kind and gave abashed smiles. I couldn't let Aizawa Yasumi stay here a second longer. This wasn't about the condition of Yasumi's body anymore. Even if the Hinokusuri could heal Yasumi's weakness, since she knew how it was made, I don't think she'd want to drink it. We thought we would be able to figure out something if we came to Urashima, but it might have been better if we didn't come. Comparing the ritual here with Yasumi's draining of spiritual energy, hers looked cute in comparison. At least in Yasumi's case, if I stayed here by her side, then we wouldn't have to trouble anyone else. Even if we stayed on Urashima any longer.
そろそろ帰ろうか。
それは困る。
Oh, God damn it. I was hoping we could avoid you. A voice other than Yasumi answered me, saying it would cause trouble. The person bathed in moonlight, which produced that reaction from Yasumi was...
相沢康美。いや、私の娘、根方康美よ。
Nikata Munetsugu, the head of the Nikata that conducted Urashima's rituals, the user of Kuroryu, and also Yasumi's father. It seemed that he received the news about us from Shoshinji. God damn it, Sensei. And seeing Yasumi's face, just like how Yasumi knew he was her father, he knew from a glance that she was his daughter. And I'm about to get killed again, yeah? Yep, looks like it.
環境設定を保存。青い城。ロードするファイルを選んで。
Just for my curiosity's sake, I wonder if if there would be any significant differences in how everything plays out if I select this option. It's best to do things promptly, but there's also the saying that if you're rushed, you won't think properly. However, I should prepare as much as I can within the limited time I have. Right now, the only thing we could do was...
その前に、休みは使った分の力を補充しとかないとね。
I hugged Yasumi's body, and also the something other that also resided there. The reason a person has a physical body is because without it, the soul, power of a form, couldn't maintain itself. If that's true, then why are ghosts even a thing? That's why Yasumi should have used up a lot of power when she left her body.
そんな大して役に立たなかったし悪いですよ。大事なのは役に立つ立たないじゃなくて、あなたが疲れたか疲れてないかなの。幸い私は先日のあれ以来変に力が満ちているような状態だから大丈夫。
Perhaps the life force of the Tsubaki that never wilted resided in my body, because I was overflowing with a mysterious power. I didn't think there'd be any harm if Yasumi drained a little of it.
じゃあ。
She looked down as if embarrassed and peeked up at me.
首からですかね、やっぱり。
Just like Yasumi was embarrassed, I was too.
好きなところからでいいわよ。あ、そう言われても。じゃあ、行きます。
Her thin arms wrapped around my neck, trembling, as the distance closed between us. Starting with the wrists and ankles, and other places where the boundary between the inside and outside world was thin. This included the neck, where beneath thin skin ran what could be called the road of life, carrying both blood and energy. At the place that could be called my life, the senses were also more acute. My neck captured the warmth of Yasumi, who drew near, and before her lips touched me, the hairs on my back had already stood up. Though I'd already experienced this yesterday, my body was still nervous and stiffened. If Yasumi knew about that, she'd also stiffen up. I wanted to at least do something about my outward appearance, so I took a deep breath and tried to relieve the tension in my body. But the direct sensation of Yasumi's sigh made me stiffen up again. Though it was hot, damp, and gentle. No, maybe it was because it was like that. After that sigh, her lips touched me. Yasumi gently pursed the softness of her lips into a more aggressive shape as the gaps between the two of us were buried. The ring of her lips was almost perfectly airtight, and only within that circle did her saliva wet my skin. It had already stopped bleeding, but the wound from yesterday hadn't completely closed yet. If you sucked a little strongly, the blood should slowly well up from inside. Yasumi's sucking was very weak. It might have even lost to a baby sucking milk. Weak. If she were drinking juice with a straw, that would be enough force, but unfortunately my blood wasn't that easy to obtain. Sure it can. We just gotta make a hole big enough in your neck first, and then get a straw. I've heard that the milkshakes at Haku were regulated so that the amount of force needed to drink it was equivalent to nursing.
休み、くすぐったいわ。
More than the area where her lips touched, it was the soft weight of Yasumi on my entire body that made me tingle.
そんなんじゃ血吸えてないんじゃない？でもなんだか怖くって。
She removed her lips from my neck and said that. Was she afraid of hurting me? Of continually drinking blood in the future? Or changing into something not human?
それに恥ずかしいです。
Well, maybe if you changed into something not human, you'd be able to save my poor neck from getting chopped into two from dear old daddy. Right in the nick of time. It was also embarrassing for me.
Yasumi.
I tapped her stiff arms, indicating it was okay, and once again brought Yasumi's face to my neck.
先輩
Yasumi pursed her soft lips and sucked with all her might at the blood that ran beneath my neck, which contained my life's power. In the storm to come, if the flame of Yasumi's life would not flicker and disappear, then I could endure this. As long as I could support her. Okay, so how is this going to influence things, I wonder? Oh, we got a new sing. Sinking. Sinking. I was sinking deep down. The bubbles of memory struck me and burst. One by one, those bubbles held onto the light of past memories. The sound of them bursting also caused the waves of the past to vibrate. The continuous flickering pictures strung together like a movie film, and the fragmented bubbles made me recall that memory.
娘にも罰を与えるんが。
翔子ちゃん翔子ちゃん助けてあげる私を起こしたばかりにこんな風になってしまって私はもう長く生きすぎましたいくら2を口にした者が長生きすると言ってもあのお方はすでにこの世にいないでしょう
Because who wants to live
長く時
forever,
が
right?
経ちすぎましたですから私はもうこれ以上の生はいりませんですから私はあなたに生を与えましょう
Wait a minute. Either I need glasses, or you look an awful lot like Shoko. The pretty person with long black hair and fluttering kimono looked like a fish's fin came close to me, sinking in water stained in red. Yeah, no, maybe on second thought, maybe you don't quite resemble her. Her hand felt warm as she touched my cheek, since my body had become the same temperature as the water. Her lips touched my small lips, which had become as blue as the water. Within my mouth, crimson life entered. And with that, a strong power. A blue light pierced through the muddied red water and struck my eyes.
これは封じられた瑠璃宮の門ここまで開くようになるには相当な力が我はことの葉紡ぐ人なり我がことの葉こそ御事のりなり門よ閉じなさい
Following that decree, the gate closed. The illumination of that other world of lapis lazuli light disappeared. Blackout. Ah, was it nighttime right now?
翔子翔子
The azure light swayed and flickered. The person that floated up in the water from the middle of that azure light was...
安姫様
No, this wasn't Yasuhime-sama.
翔子先輩
Oh, right. Yeah. What? Okay. Maybe I'm just tired or something, but thinking about it now, I really am confused why I thought it was a Shoko lookalike I was looking at.
翔子先輩、気がつきました？
I'm not, apparently, but what about Shioko? Yasumi's face was close enough that I'd be able to feel her breath. She peered at me like how one would check on the temperature of the face and forehead of a sick patient. This might be a familiar view for Yasumi, who collapsed a lot, but it wasn't for me, whose saving grace was a sturdy body. For me, whose parents were busy and left me alone, in these past 8 years, it's been rare for someone to see my sleeping face. And also, why had I collapsed? So, I see all the flowers have fallen in this forest. The previous events which I had not been aware of until now came back to me. I remembered that I had been defeated by Nakata-san. This caused me to panic and get up.
ここは
I was in the middle of the forest. I was in the middle of an azure forest, where the large moon peeked through the gaps in the trees, lighting up the darkness a bit. This wasn't the South Forest of Shoshinji. Though as I looked up, I didn't see any Tsubaki flowers.
床先の椿の森です。なんで？私、あなたのお父さんに倒されて。ってあなた、その体どうしたの？私の体だと先輩を運ぶのは無理だと思ったから、勝手に翔子先輩に乗り移ってここまで。
I didn't know you could possess people.
先輩が気絶したのを確認した直後でしたから、さすがのお父さんも油断してたみたいです。それで、休みの体はどこ？ここにはないです。
Though she looked a bit troubled, Yasumi still smiled.
ネカタの屋敷に置いてきちゃいました。
Which means it's very possible that your body is being prepped up for as a sacrifice right now. Possibly. Isn't that just lovely?
休み！
I could only let out a scream. Why would this girl do such a thing?
だってあのままだと絶対翔子先輩が生贄にされるって思ったんで、つい。まったく、ついじゃないわよ。
I wanted to give her a light poke, but the way Yasumi was now, it would only go through her. Even still, I pretended to give her a little poke, which caused Yasumi to laugh while apologizing.
それで、あなたの体、今どうなってるの？一度体に戻って向こうの様子を探ってみようと思ったんですけど、それができなくなっちゃってて。
According to Yasumi, there was something like an invisible string that tied the physical body to the soul.
それより先輩、気づいてます？この森、災いを封じた安姫様の椿。夕方も変でしたけど、今はもうそれ以上に。椿の花が落ちている。
In this forest of Tokosaki no Tsubaki, not one bunch nor one flower remained. They had all scattered. What in the world happened while we were gone? What happened while I was unconscious?
歪んだ力が漏れてるみたいで、体なしでここにいると私までおかしくなっちゃいそうです。
Like how water conforms to the container it's in, the soul is also bound to the physical body. But looking at it in the opposite way, the body fixes the form of the soul, which easily changes its shape, like how Yasumi was now. Though there were special cases of possession, where a change in the soul also caused a change in the body.
お父さんが言っていた強調ってこのことなんでしょうか。それは違うと思うけど。
The Nakata ritual was started before the Togosaki no Tsubaki was planted, so them scattering shouldn't be a bad omen itself. I don't know, I feel inclined to think of it as such. No, it might be a bad omen because of... No. Okay, where is it? Might be a bad omen if the power of the sacrifice is weakened and the Tsubaki, symbol of Yasuhime-sama's power, scattered. However, I thought there must be something else to it.
ところでこれからのことなんですけど。
Yasumi sat up straight and looked directly at me.
明け方の引き潮で先輩は一度昇進寺に戻ってくれませんか？
Why? Her face said that she wasn't
翔
kidding.
子先輩は確かに普通の女子高生としては強いです。でもお父さんはもっともっと強いんです。
I'm sure I could come up with some kind of plan that would allow me to outsmart that guy and get the upper hand. I know that. I can't win against Nakata-san. He even defeated Natsuni-san. I knew that I couldn't defeat him. But then, Yasumi would.
私はお父さんのこともありますし。
No, I can't go back.
戻るときはあなたも一緒よ。それもきちんと体も込みで。
I couldn't leave Yasumi behind and just meekly return to the temple. If I left Yasumi here and ran away, I'd probably regret for my whole life. Probably regret it? I definitely regret it. But
正面からぶつかって勝てないなら他の手段を取るまでよ。とにかく私は帰らない。
yeah, we'll just attack from the back or the side, or down below, or up high, or at from a 90-degree angle.
私を嘘つきにさせるつもりなの？
Because we'd made a promise. I had definitely wrapped my little finger with the one on Yasumi's body, which wasn't here.
針1000本なんて勘弁願いたいわ。
Jesus fucking Christ. That's punishment for breaking a pinky promise? Remind me never to make a pinky promise then, cause I'd be terrified of breaking one.
それに少し先のことよりもすぐそこまで差し迫った事態のことを考えないと。差し迫った？あなたの力弱。
Yasumi's body was even more transparent than it had been. That meant she didn't have the power to maintain that temporary form.
体がないですから仕方ないです。
Being housed in a physical body protects the soul from the danger of being transformed or dispersed. And having a bare soul out in this forest where a twisted power was leaking out was equivalent to suicide. Yasumi was continuing to expend power just to maintain the way she was.
仕方ないなんて言わないで。消えないための方法ならあるんだから。
Yeah, get in me!
でも
If she doesn't have enough power, then it'll be fine to just supplement it. If water continually leaks from a vessel with a hole in it, then it's fine to keep filling the vessel before it becomes empty. If in order for that to happen, I also vowed that I'd do as much as I could.
休み。私の力を吸いなさい。
When I lay down on the ground for a second time, I saw the large moon hanging in the sky.
翔子先輩。
Even though Yasumi was on top of me, the brilliance of the moon didn't get any dimmer. Though Yasumi was transparent, if the moon was still so bright. That emphasized how transparent Yasumi had become. Yasumi's spirit, which was separated from her soul, had finally gotten to the point where its existence was uncertain. There wasn't much time left. I turned my head to the side, exposing my neck. Yasumi, the spirit, could drain power from anywhere, but I thought conjuring an easy image of where to drain would help. Yasumi didn't have any objections as she put her face near my neck.
でもいいですか？いいわよ。
I opened the palm of my hand gently, and Yasumi put her half-transparent hand on top of mine. We intertwined our fingers so as not to separate from each other, but the feeling was like grasping at air.
手ちゃんとつなげませんね。
あなたの力が弱まってるからよ。ちゃんと吸って力をつけたらもっとしっかりつなげるはずよ。
はい。じゃあ失礼します。
The feel of her lips on my neck was lighter than a feather and really no different from a sigh. Like the Earth's underground water channels, the skin has blood vessels beneath, so that it might be a good place to drain power. Her lips moved around as if searching for a good place, causing a ticklish sensation.
痛かったですか？
痛いわけないでしょ。今のあなたには体がないんだから。
It seemed that Yasumi was biting down, but since she didn't have actual lips, the feeling was light and didn't hurt.
ちょっとくすぐったかっただけよ。
The body that was capable of physically hurting me wasn't here, but she was somehow still uneasy.
大丈夫よ。我慢できるぐらいだから。
But then, whether it was because she was able to reach my power or not, that ticklish feeling became... mixed in with just a little feeling of pain. That was proof of Yasumi's existence. Which is why I sought out that pain and hugged Yasumi's head. I was happy that I was able to feel her soft hair.
私の力が休みに流れ込んでいるのがわかるわ。
Now I could definitely feel a sensation of our hands on top of each other, and our intertwined fingers.
はい。私も先輩と翔子先輩とつながってるのがわかります。これでしばらく大丈夫だと思います。
You sure?
だけど一時しのぎに過ぎないわね。休みがおかしくなる前にどうにかして。
We need a container that will protect the soul from the outside world. Moi! Me! For a spirit to continue to stay in this world, it needs to attach itself to some vessel. Whether it's a person, a thing, something organic, or even inorganic. Well, if it's something inorganic, use the sword that I have.
私についてここに来た時、あなたは異常を感じてた？い
え、とにかく必死でしたし、魂と魂が接触すると相手の魂の中身、記憶とかそういうものですか？そういう危険性もあったんですけど。
There were two choices. It's said that Tokusaki no Tsubaki that seals Matamu has Yasuhime-sama's power in it. It's not just the Tokusaki no Tsubaki. Many shrines have a sacred tree, and the forest is treated as a sacred ground. In other words, it might have the capacity and power to act as a vessel for the soul. and the wooden sword, Kumouchi, able to exterminate demons, I was holding, was made from those materials. So get in the sword. That was one choice. The other one was what Yasumi had possessed earlier. My own body. It might be better for me to maintain control of my own body and maintain my own sense of consciousness. So I really think you should probably just get in the sword.
雲打ちならどうかしら。
It was a miraculous wooden sword. And as long as I was on this island, it was a lifeline that I wouldn't let go of.
じゃあ行きます。
Yasumi's body disappeared with a puff. I felt that Kumouchi, which I was holding in my hand, got a little heavier.
先輩が戦うときはこれで一心同体ですね。あれ？
どうしたの？
いえ、中にちょっと。
Cramped? Maybe it's similar to when you evacuate to a long unused house and find spider webs on the ceiling and dust all over the floor.
あなたの体を取り戻すまで不自由だろうけど我慢してね。
はい。
風がまた強くなってきたわね。
The wind made the red tsubaki flowers, which had fallen, dance in the air. It looked as if the night was bleeding.
表向きの牛を切る儀式は夕方に、そして根方に続いた裏の儀式はその後に行われます。おそらく私の体を生贄にするなら、午前中とかはすごくひどいと思いますけど、儀式が始まる夕方の前には一度収まるはずです。
それじゃあしばらく休みましょうか。
はい、先輩、今日はお疲れ様でした。
Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut things off here. I think this is a good place to stop. We can try to see if we can rescue Yasumi's body in the next episode. I'm certainly interested to see how this is all going to play out and what other big revelations we're going to see next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this latest episode of Aoi Shiro. If you did and you want to see more content from me, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I will see you all next time. Take care.